just because they heard it pays. And who the fuck wants to be poor knowing that's how we've been raised? Society is getting heavy, I can feel the weight. The pressure of success is like 100 million pounds of
Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl, the SkkyZone. Guys, I'm going to put my disclaimer out here first before I get off into this here part 5 of proof that RKelly is being set up. Guys, as a supporter of Robert Sylvester Kelly, I am a supporter of this man. There is not too much at this point in time that anybody, unless it's Robert himself, that can come tell me that he did all of these things, that these here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, possibly 8 or 9 people that are all acquaintances, friends of foes, and whomever can tell me, unless it's him himself. Okay, there's no way in the coming of Christ I'm gonna believe a group of people that are all in one group together. There is no way they can tell me anything about this man unless him himself come out and say, okay, you know what, these things are true, though some of this and that is true. Till then, I'm gonna be riding the same way I was riding prior to RKelly's so-called smear. It's not even a so-called, it is what it is. It's a smear campaign against this man. With that being said, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Hey, and if you have been here before, welcome back. If you don't plan to come back, that's even cool too, okay? I want people here that truly support Robert Sylvester Kelly, aka RKelly, okay? Guys, I know a lot of people have saw the Surviving RKelly, The Reckoning, all right? Okay, that's what they calling it. And I have been trying to catch up on all and do further research too, because some of the stories I've noticed, they are conflicting, okay? They are interchanging per usual. And my thing is this right here. As I have said before, if you're telling the truth, just don't need no help, okay? The truth stands by itself. That's my particular line. The truth don't need no help is actually someone else's on their platform. Unc, that's the one and only Unc says that. Shout out to you, Unc. But anyway, my saying is the truth stands by itself. Meaning that you don't have to add nothing to it. You ain't got to put nothing with it. I don't have to read it off a paper. I don't have to put a script with it. I know what it is because guess what? I was there and it don't have to, you know, I can't see how someone can confuse where they met someone at. If you met this person at the park, you met him at the park, okay? If you met him at the school, you met him at the school. I know years has passed and this, that, and the third, but, you know, certain things you're just not going to forget. With that being said, guys, this is a continuation of the sequel that I have on my platform. If you have never saw my part 1, 2, 3, and 4 reasons, or rather proof RKelly is being set up, please go back and take a look at that and then come back and watch this one, or watch this one and then go back, vice versa, however. Okay, now I left off with part 4. I left off speaking about Barry Hankerson. But in this one here, I'm going to finish off with Barry once we catch up here, okay? But, excuse me. What we're going to do here is go over The Reckoning, since that's what's happening right now. Let's go ahead and kind of redo my part 1, 2, 3, and 4, because it starts off with Miss Tiffany Hawkins. And I'm here now, guys, so you all can just take a listen to this right here, guys. Tell me what you think.
I saw a commercial for Susan Logan's firm.
Hi, I'm attorney Susan E. Loggins. If you have a case, we will fight for you.
I felt like I needed to be empowered because I felt like he knocked me down.
Now, did you hear her say she saw a commercial? But clearly, in black and white, right before your eyes, it says Tiffany Hawkins had been introduced to the firm by Demetrius Smith. You see what I'm saying about this here lion? All I'm saying is, let's make up our minds which way the script gonna go. Who introduced who? Who did what? If Demetrius introduced you, sweetie, why are you on national television telling people that you saw a damn commercial and you want me to believe you? Okay, let's go further. Then they claim right here that an anonymous fax came through about RKelly. But for the last couple of months and years, they've been saying that these here tapes came through. Now, it went from a damn faxed to physical tapes. Okay, all right. Now, keep in mind that all of this here happened before the so-called sex tape, okay? So, Jim have been stirring in this pot for a long time. He been there since day one. But guys, guess who else been there from day one? There's somebody else who's been there before Jim even got involved. And of course, a lot of you should already know who that person is by now. But just in case if you don't, hold on. Before I go into that though, guys, you see here where it says that this so-called suit, okay, we're going to go back a minute for this lawsuit that Tiffany put out on RKelly. Now, it said that here she agreed to some of them threesomes now, even though in the documentary, though, she never stated that she did any of the threesomes or she agreed to do any of them. She just stated this.
But I felt like at least I don't have to have sex with him. But I always felt like you can't be enjoying this because I'm not, and it's got to be obvious that I'm not. So why are we doing it? But he didn't care. I'm assuming that someone said something about all the young girls being around because we went from bring your friends, bring some of your friends every time. I wound up going home after.
Okay, that's another question I got for your parent, because you were underage. You see what I'm saying? And where, how could you confuse, the daddy's Robert with the real daddy? How did that happen? I'm just curious. You know what I'm saying?
Now, guys, this is the part that I want to know. Me. And some of y'all do too. Here, SkkyZone. Some of y'all know the answer. But for those people who still, are indecisive, I just want to know one thing.
It was some months. I wound up going back home because I was pregnant.
Yeah, I remember when Tiffany called me and she was in pain, and I said, baby, you don't got to hurt. You don't got to do this. I said, if that's Robert's baby, then all you got to do is do this and do that. And there's people that'll help you.
Why Demetrius always got the answers to do this and do that? Why the fuck he always got the answers to when it come down to these here women and situations with so-called with Robert and these women? Why he always got the answers? Somebody tell me that, please. That's one of the parts that pissed me off so bad about all of this. Everybody want to try to act like, okay, his enablers. Well, I don't know no bigger enabler than this motherfucker right here. Why the fuck is he not locked up? Oh, I forgot. He immunity. Which one did he get? Because it's 3 damn immunities. I want to know which one did this get.
That I don't want to see Tiffany hurt herself because Tiffany was signed to me as an artist.
She had become pregnant, and she didn't know who the father was.
She didn't know who the father was. So that, from my recollection, okay, that tells me that you were sleeping with Robert and somebody else, obviously. If you didn't know who the daddy was, you wasn't just sleeping with Robert, sweetie, okay? So all this here pain and some of this pain that you say you was going through, some of that pain was coming from that other potential baby daddy, okay? And I don't give a dang gone. You could try to make Robert look out, try to make him look like he's this and that and the third, but honey, that right there says a lot about you too, honey. You was having unprotected sex, but not just one man, but several other men, okay? So this is what I'm saying about the credibility of people. You see what I'm saying? And this is what I mean when I say about people's intentions at the end of the day. Okay. And another thing too, just by looking at her body language and her demeanor and everything, okay, I just want to know what was so funny at times, because sometimes it just looked like you was blushing a couple of times to me, you know, that lets me know that you still maybe either, you know, I don't okay. Another thing I noticed too about that was this right here. Even if he had took that paternity test, I personally just believe that you just wanted him to take that paternity test because that would have been some type of, you would have used that too as some type of form of a proof. You see what I'm saying? That in confirmation that he had sex with you. Had he done that, had he just took a paternity test, that test is his admittance to what you alleged he did. But no sooner than he countersued you, that's when everything turned. See what I'm saying? They waved him down. They seen him outside in the SUV, but then you told Lifetime that you saw him on the bus, and you were on the bus, you and your friend girl, and y'all saw him, and then y'all got off the bus. But here it says y'all waved him down. That's what I'm saying, okay? And mind you, let's keep this in mind too. In her claim against him, she did not put in there this paternity test or this paternity claim. She did not put that in her so-called lawsuit against him. Tiffany, I wonder why.
And I'm not trying to, come against nobody chilling or nothing like that. And I'm not trying to make this a laughing matter either. It's a very serious matter. That's why, I'm in prayer mode right now. Deep prayer for my nephew. You see what I'm saying? And I suggest everybody be. Because I too know what it's like to be lied on. Allegedly. But I just got questions for people. When they do certain things and their credibility is at all time negative or low. You see what I'm saying? That's all.
Then they want to go, okay, well, she sued him. She sued RKelly. Okay.
What Kelly was doing was horrendous, was predatory, was serial, and needed to be stopped. And so what we had to do was file a lawsuit against him and the people that he worked for.
Tiffany Hawkins then files a civil suit. The major difference between criminal law and civil law is that criminal laws regulate crimes or wrongs committed against the government. Civil laws regulate disputes between private parties.
We knew that our only avenue of redress was a civil lawsuit seeking money damages.
Now, they claim the only reason why they had to go this route is because nobody did anything. They claim that the people here at the Chicago police station, they didn't do anything towards this event. When they claim they went to the police, but the police didn't do anything because, Robert he hired people at the police. Robert is, he's everything. Robert, he owned it. These people told him she can't talk about it. The sergeant there said, I can't talk about it, and they just hung up the phone. So that is why they claim they went for a civil suit. Okay. But there's one person in the midst of all of this who knew Robert before anybody did.
But what y'all not about to do is get a bunch of women on no television screen crying and lying. You're not about to do that and think I'm about to sit back and condemn my damn nephew. I'm not about to do that. If you're telling the truth, then stick to one story.
Guys, like I have said in previous videos, what I hate most about this surviving RKelly fiasco is the fact that a lot of these witnesses give a very, very false narrative to real victims out here. There are real people out here who are victims of sexual predatorial acts and behavior and situations and circumstances, okay? And to those people, you all have my deepest empathy. And if I could be a listening ear or any type of support for anybody out here that's dealing with any of that, please email me, call me, text me, whomever. I am a shoulder for you. But for those people that are out here and just to tarnish somebody's name because their heart got broken, or they didn't like the outcome of what they thought something was going to be, and they decided to go another route, I'm not with it. I'm sorry. I ain't with it. I ain't about to be with it. I ain't about to stand for it. I ain't about to get down to it. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm going to call a spade a spade. It's just as simple as that. No, I wasn't there. Because you wasn't there. I sure wasn't there. I ain't have to be there. I ain't have to be there to see somebody. It's no way in the coming to Christ I could sit here today and talk about the person who victimized me with any type of look other than anguish on my face. I just couldn't do it. I'm sorry, I can't. And I don't, but that's just me. But anyway, guys, this is part 5. I'm going to continue on. I have a couple more people to get, okay? A couple more people to talk about, because this thing here has to be dissected very, very carefully and precisely, because it's a lot of false information being, well, you know what? I ain't going to even say it's false. It's just floating. It's interchanging. It's selective. It's moving around a little too much. It's one thing. It's too transparent for me. Guys, it's your girl, SkkyZone. And peace. Oh, well, wait. Let me back this up. Before I peace out on this, let me give a big shout out to Levi. Levi for Kelly. Levi, I completely enjoyed your video. I saw it today. Today is Tuesday, January 7th, and I commented on it too. That video you did was absolutely amazing. Everything you said in there is the God knows truth from the standards I uphold in my life. Excuse me, and what I teach my children. Guys, let me give a shout out to just everybody, everybody in the world, everybody that crossed over in 2020. You know what I'm saying? It's been a heck of a journey, But anyway, guys, it's your girl, the SkkyZone. I want to say peace and love, family. Peace.